And it's also because the military serves a role to protect Americans, not to be used against Americans.
Exactly.
You keep saying used against Americans. What kind of Americans do you mean? The ones that are murdering us, carjacking us, raping us, terrorizing our cities? I mean, you're saying like he's creating an actual war against American citizens when what he's actually creating is a war against criminals and, by the way, illegal aliens who they are rounding up by the bucket load in Washington.
I want to let...
That's Republican Scott Jennings politely dunking on CNN host and second fiddle on her own TV show, Abby Phillip's ridiculous hysterics about Trump using the National Guard. Welcome to Nerk News. I'm Nerkish, and it looks like liberals are still having meltdowns over Trump's crackdown on crime. Because when everyday Americans just want safer streets, the hacks in establishment media suddenly discover their inner philosopher about roles and definitions. I mean, call me crazy, but nothing screams out of touch like worrying about the proper chain of command and paperwork while people are getting assaulted and robbed. Here's Kevin O'Leary and Scott Jennings telling a liberal panel that Americans don't give two craps about their petty semantic games.
Caught up in the nuance that you're bringing forward, what they care about. We haven't even mentioned war zones like downtown San Francisco after 7 o'clock where I work, or Hollywood or Los Angeles where I work 2 months of the year. They are war zones. You can't walk outside at night, period. I don't give a damn if it's the Army, the National Guard, the FBI. I couldn't care less, and I can guarantee you 80, 90, 100% of the people there don't care either. They just want to walk outside.
I understand that people do want safety. I mean, there's no question about
safety,
that, right?
You
people
get
want
beaten
safety.
to a pulp in broad daylight in LA.
Of course politics is going on here. I mean, you said that they should be asking for federal resources, but that would be an admission that they have lost control of their cities.
That's not losing
Brandon
control.
Johnson,
I mean,
the way
the mayor of D.C. asked for federal resources too. She was
transparent. But Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, said, "I don't want more police," and he even said today, "We don't even want to put people in prison."
But this is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that Democrats should think about potentially asking for more resources. What I'll say here is that
I agree with you, but they won't.
But it's also not handing over the entire city to the federal government. What happens is that the mayor and the local law enforcement should be in charge, and they should have the federal law enforcement supplement and provide training as needed. It shouldn't be that the National Guard and federal law enforcement should take over a city that they do not understand, that they do not know, that the community doesn't understand. That just leads to chaos.
You know, the only reason Trump even has to step in with the National Guard is because Democrat mayors ran their cities into the ground. I mean, police are understaffed, overwhelmed, and demonized. They said the police should be defunded, called them prejudiced, blamed them for everything, and then thought it would be a good idea to import the third world. Now they're embarrassed that parts of their cities look like something out of Escape from LA or a Mad Max movie. And instead of fixing it, liberals whine about who restores order as if paperwork matters more than safety. On top of that, New York sent almost 1,000 guard troops into subways last year for bag checks and patrols, and Democrats defended it. But when Trump proposes the same thing for these dangerous cities, suddenly it's a dictator move. The hypocrisy couldn't be louder. Here's Fox News legend Tyrus ripping these dishonest hacks a new one by stating the obvious.
To stop it is a little bit of dissonance.
Yeah. I keep trying to find the opposition argument to this because, Jesse, I think you coined the phrase 80-20.
Yeah, that'd be Jesse.
Jesse coined the phrase. You should probably trademark that. This is a 99.5 to 0.5. How can you, with a straight face, say, no, we don't want low crime? We don't want American soldiers coming in and helping our depleted police force. Whether you like it or not, good, bad, or indifferent, you had 10 million undocumented people come to this country and spread variously all through the country. Everyone who traveled saw the midnight. We can't get red-eye flights, but they were getting red-eye flights to all over the country. And now we had defund the police. We had don't respect the police. We had massive police retirements. Police officers, they go out, they arrest the guy. An hour later, they got to rearrest him. So the police department is depleted. And here's the next bet. If I was in the White House, this is one of the first things I would do. Clean up your streets. Instead of sending our military men and women out to other places to make other countries safe, make our streets safe. How is this an argument? If you don't like it, what's not to like? Other than that you have to tip your hat to the orange devil. That's the problem. Then you know what? Find a way, like steal it and make it your own. Like, no, you will not bring in 1,500 National Guards. We will only allow 1,200. And then call it a victory.
Right.
Clean up your neighborhoods. Leave the politicians out to go out on the waterfront at 6 o'clock in the morning. But notice he wasn't filming himself. I wonder who was with him. Perhaps his detail?
Right.
You know, like this is laughable. Clean up your cities. I don't understand it.
Jesse, the fight against crime is.
You know, Tyrus is dead on. TDS makes liberals allergic to common sense. I mean, crime is one of those rare issues where almost everybody agrees. It's not hard to understand that we should be protecting citizens, punishing criminals, and restoring order. Polls show Trump actually leads on this because people trust him to deliver results. Yet, Democrats can't help themselves. They insist on taking an 80-20 winning issue for Republicans and pushing it even further by screaming about dictatorship nonstop, while regular Americans are just begging for someone to stop the chaos. They're not exposing Trump, they're exposing themselves and their inauthentic, hollow rhetoric. And all the fact-check spin in the world won't change the reality that crime surged under Biden, and people know Trump can fix it. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with Tyrus that Democrats have turned Trump's crime crackdown into even more of a losing issue because of their derangement? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye.